Okay, so now we're at Chapter 8, which is January source documents. And so we will be starting with the January 1st, 2023. So the first thing they always like to do in the chapter is have you check your data. So I'm going to scroll down here, and I actually didn't do this with you last time, so I started off by bringing this up for you. The post-close trial balance, we actually don't have a post-closing trial balance. You just would actually go to reports and type in trial balance. You can change the name, and you would just use the dates 1/1 to 1/1 and again 2023, and you should get $76,013.52. So you see here 76013.52. So we are on point, and we are going to now start with January. So for the rest of the book, they are no longer going to explain any of the steps that you need to take. It is assumed that you've learned all the skills now, and they're just going to try to be as realistic as possible in showing you, okay, this is a snapshot of what was left for you, let's say at your desk, or this is a memo that was emailed to you, and these are the following things that you have to input into QuickBooks. So our first one is vendor payments. So we have Ample Store, Cloud Z Channel, and Conference Call. So when we have a vendor payment, right, we're going to go over to vendor, and we're going to go to pay bills. Okay, and remember, you always have to make sure you go to the date, because it'll always by default go to the date. This is for people who do bookkeeping on a weekly basis. So they had it as 1/2/2023, and we want to make sure we're starting at check 1067. And so we're going to check the AS42 first, then CZ132, and then 143CC, and then at the bottom you'll go to save. Okay, so let's scroll down. The next thing they have us doing is writing several checks. So we have our transaction register here, and so I'm going to exit out of this, and I'm going to go to plus sign new, and the second one down under vendors check. And we should be starting with check 1070. And the first check we're writing is to cellular service. And we're going to put the date 1/4/2023. And automatically it'll come out as $82.13. So we'll go save and new. The next one is Chronicle News, and it's for $100, and that also is 10/4, and that's save and new. I'm just going to show you the book real quick. They're all for the 4th, so we're not going to need to change I'm just going to read it out to you, okay? So the next one is Western Telephone, and it's for $76.19. So that's save and new. The next one is Office Suppliers, and that's $88.52. Save and new. Next is Moss Advertising, and it's for $125, and that's save and new. SPR Gas, and that's for $90.14, 90.14, save and new. U.S. Post Office, and that's for $47, save and new. Vince Bartel, and that's for $150, save and new. And remember, at the end of last quarter of the year, we closed out our prepaid rent. So we're going to now put another $6,000 in there, and that's Conlin Rentals, and it should already be filled out for you, $6,000, because that's where we're at. But I'm going to do save and new because I want to make sure we have the correct balance. So the balance they have here is 45519.54. So what do we have here? 45519.54. Wonderful. So we can exit out of checks and go to the next transaction, which are credit card receipts. So where do we go when we make a sale and the customer pays with credit card? plus sign new sales receipt, right? The fifth one down. So we're going to go to plus sign new, and remember, because we're going to do it in the individual, so we'll start off here with American Express. So we'll go to plus sign new, and the fifth one down is sales receipt. We're going to make sure we select credit card sales. Okay, and it says that the first one will always be American Express, so I'm going to go ahead and choose American Express. The date is still 1/4, okay? And when it's for 10 data storage. So I'm going to come over here and put 10, and that should come out to 3/18/30. So we'll do save and new because we know we have 2 more, with the next one being MasterCard. The same date, the 4th. So we're going to select credit card sales. We're going to go to MasterCard, and it's for 3 web servers. And it should come out to $1,273.20. Save and new, and the last one is our Visa. So we'll select credit card sales and Visa. And then this is going to be for 2 computers. And this will be save and close. Because the next thing they have us, after we do our 3 sales receipts, are customer payments. So we received a payment from our customer, Springfield Unified School District, for invoice 1029 for $425. And the customer wrote a check number 8447. So when we receive a customer payment, we go to receive payment. And we are going to put in Springfield Unified School District. And then we'll see the invoices list, usually, but we have one we're just going to select it, and it's for the $425. And let's check the date. The date should be 1/5, so we need to change the date to 1/5. All the other ones were 1/4, so we were fine. And this is going to be a save and close. Okay? Because the next thing they have is we received a bill in the mail from Cloud Z Channel on 1/8. So you go down to vendor, third one down is bill. We're going to select Cloud Z Channel, and it was for the 8th, and it's bill number CZ, capital C, capital Z, 155. And if we scroll down, they should already have web servers there, and it was for 4. We already have that. So we're going to go save and new, because the next one is another bill. And this one is also for the 8th, so we don't have to change the date. And we're going to be selecting computers to you. And it's bill number 210, capital C, the number 2, capital U. And scroll down, they should have computers already, and it's 3 of them. So we're going to go save and close. Because the next thing we have are our vendor pay bills. So let's go down here. We have vendor payments. There's 3 of them. So when we pay our vendors, we go down to pay bills. And we want to make sure we have the date correct, and the date is 1/9. Okay, and we want to make sure we're starting with check number 1079, which we are. So the first one we're going to select is AS99, then ATD 460, then 190C2U, and then we'll go to save. Okay. The next thing we have here is a bill. So I'm going to scroll down. We can look at that. It's Ample Store for the 10th. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to plus sign new. The third one down is bill. We're going to select Ample Store. And we want to make sure we change the date to the 10th. The bill number is capital AS144. If we scroll down, we'll already have data storage, and we're going to change the quantity to 14. And the total should come out to 210. And we're going to go save and close. All right. So now we have more credit card sales. So we know when we have a credit card sale, that's a sales receipt. We always start with American Express. So I'm going to go to plus sign new. The 5th one down is sales receipt. I'm going to select credit card sales. I'm going to make sure the date is the 17th. Oops, sorry. Credit card sales, and we want to have the date the 17th. And we sold for the American Express, because we always start with American Express, we sold 6 data storage and 4 network products. And then we're going to go save and new, because you know there's 2 more. The next one is our MasterCard. And the date is still the 17th, so I'm going to keep it at the 17th. Credit card, we're going to select here MasterCard. And for MasterCard, we have 4 network products. And 2 web servers. And the total should come out to $1,061, and that'll be save and new. And then the last one is our Visa. So we'll select credit card sales again. We still have the same date of the 17th. We'll come over here and select Visa. And it's 1 computer and 2 webinars. I'm gonna have to start. And the total will come out to $1,251.98, and then that's going to be save and close. Because the next thing we have is a bill. So let's scroll down. We got a bill in the mail from Anytime Deployment. So we go to + new, and the third one down is bill. We're going to select Anytime Deployment, and the date is the 18th. The bill number is ATD 510. And if you scroll down, you'll already see network products, and you want to make sure the quantity gets changed to 20. So the total should be 500, and you are going to go save and new, because the next one is a bill as well. And that one is going to be, oh wait, what date was that? Oh, that was the 18th. This one, next one is going to be Cloud Z channel. So you're going to select Cloud Z channel, and you're going to select the date, the 19th. The bill number is going to be capital CZ 333. You're going to scroll down, and you're going to have web server 4. So we already have that. I have that. So I'm going to do save and close. Okay, so now we have a sales invoice. So we are billing eBiz for a purchase. So we're going to go to invoice. We'll select eBiz. And then the invoice date is the 23rd. And we're going to select data storage, 6 of them. And it comes out to $180. And that is going to be save and close. Let me just make sure I did the date. Yes, okay, so the date was changed to the 23rd. And that's going to be save and close, because the next thing is a bill. They're going to have us going back and forth. So we just did the eBiz for $180, and now we have the bill 24cc from conference call. So I'm going to go +new, bill. I'm going to select conference call. The date is still the 23rd. The bill number is 246cc. We're going to come down here, and it's going to be 6 webinars. So change that quantity to 6, and the total should be 270, and that's going to be save and close. Because the next thing is going to be law offices of Williamson, Gallagher, and Cat invoice for the 23rd as well, same date. So we're just going to come over here and select law offices, and then under the product, we're going to say network products, and the quantity is 6. And the total should come out to $300 and $318.30. Let me scroll down because I don't want to go too far and you don't see. Okay. So why does it say law offices? It should be 300. Why do we have law offices having taxes? Let me take this tax off. I don't know why that happened, but I don't believe we've ever applied tax to law offices before. So I'm going to go save and new, actually. Save and new, because there's another one. So that's 300. And the next one is Permanente. Permanente. Let's do Permanente Medical Services. And it's for 3 webinars. And the the date is still the 23rd. This should come out to $286.47. So we got that one. That's good. And let me just show you in the book. Okay, 286. Now this is Pernode is located in Arizona, and so that one we do not have a problem with. So we'll go save and close. And the next one is a bill from Ample Store. So we'll go +sign new. The third one down under vendor is bill. We'll select that, and we're going to go Ample Store. It's still the 23rd, so we don't need to change the date. The bill number is capital AS352. And if you scroll down, you'll see data storage there, but you want to change the quantity to 12. And the total should come out to 180. And that is going to be a save and close. Because the next one is a invoice for WebPro. So right under customers, you'll see invoice. We're going to select WebPro. The date is the 25th. So we'll change the date to 125. And then we're going to come down here to product, and we're going to go web server 1. So it should come out to $424.40. Just to show you here. Okay. That's because it's Tucson, Arizona. And then we're going to go save and close on that. Because the next one's a bill, and it's computers to you. So we'll go +sign new. The third one down is bill under vendors. And we're going to select computers to you. And we're going to change the date to the 30th. And it's 422C2U. Oops, I didn't make that capital, and I would like to. And if you scroll down, you already have computers. You need to make sure the quantity is 3, which I do have it as 3 already. And that is going to be a save and new. Because the next one is another bill, anytime deployment. Anytime deployment for the 30th. We already have the 30th selected there. We just have to select anytime deployment and put the bill ATD592. And if you scroll down, you want to make sure the network product quantity is 10. So we're going to come over here and change that to 10, and that'll be save and close. And the last one is Springfield Unified School District. Oh no, we still have a few more. I guess we're doing quite a bit on the 30th. So Springfield Unified School District, this is the one where we have the discrepancy of, I guess Springfield, Illinois has a really high tax rate, so we have to override that. So let's select Springfield Unified School District, and then the product is going to be, the dates are going to be the 30th, because it looks like we're riding out. We did a lot of business on the 30th. So there's going to be one web server. When we come down here, right, it's going to say 2440 because it's still showing Tucson, Arizona. So we have to override that and put this here. But the thing is, for some strange reason, Illinois has a ridiculous 9.75%. That's a lot. So we're going to override it, and we're just going to put 6.25 because that's what it was back in 2018. When the book was written, we're just going to click confirm and close, and then you'll see that 425 to align with the book, okay? So it should be 425. I can't believe it went up 3.5%. That's a lot in just 4 years. So. And then we have an actual cash sale, which we haven't had one of those in a while. This is going to be save and close. So the cash sale, somebody wrote us a check and they bought a computer, so that'll be sales receipt, 5th one down under customer. And we're going to push cash sales because we consider a check cash sales. And the date is still the 30th, so we did a lot of business on that day. And we sold one computer. And I am going to go ahead and put check because they did give us the reference number. They wrote us check number 14520. So it should come out to $1,061, which it does. And that's going to be save and close. Because now we're on the very last thing of January, and that's vendor payment. So we are paying our vendors, which would be the 4th one down under vendors pay bills. Now remember, you always have to change the date because by default it'll always be the day that you're on. So we're going to change this to 1/30/2019. 2023. We want to make sure we're starting with check number 1082, which we are. The first one we're going to select is AS144, then CZ155, and then 210C2U. And then we're going to come down here and select Save. Now, I like this chapter very much because it gives you a detailed account of your journal entries. So if you're not where I'm at, or you're following along at home and you don't get into the classroom and you've made a mistake, the best way for you to check and see where your mistake was is pulling up a journal. So you're going to go to your journal and you'll put January 1st to the 30th if your numbers are not correct, and then just follow along with the book and see where the mistake was. Do you have these following and numbers for all your journal entries? So it has it in its entirety all the way to January 30th. See, not all the chapters are that good to you, but this one is. So you see it's 4 whole pages of journal entries, and it says it should end at 32,235.51. So if you have a discrepancy from this chapter, you just have to go to the journal and find out what it is that you might have made a mistake on, and you can drill down right through the journal and make the correction. Okay, so you do need to save though. So this I'm going to do with you right now is the trial balance. So it's going to be from 1/1 to 1/30, right? Because this is a new year. So we're going to only start now with January 1st, 2023. So I'm going to go to reports, and I'm going to come over here. It's a little slow, huh? And I'm going to choose the dates 1/1 to 1/30. And then I'm going to go run report, and I should have $85,500.05. So if you see in the book, it tells you to save it, and please make sure you're saving it, because if you're emailing me, I don't want you to email me trial balance. I don't know which one it is. I have to go into it and figure out. You should be saving it as whatever the chapter has. So you're going to do chapter 8 _ trial balance. And then the other one I ask you to do, is it the statement of cash flows? Wow. Interesting, because I rarely ever ask for that, but I guess I did this chapter. So you're going to do the statement of cash flows, and it's all the way down here. Switch it up on you a little. So we'll go to reports, and you're going to start to type in statement of cash flows, and you're going to do the same dates, January 1st, 2023 to January 30th, 2023. Run report, and you should have 48995.20. And I am correct, so you should be correct if you followed along with me. And you're going to say that it's chapter 8 _ statement of cash flows. And that would be the 2 files that you need to have for the Smart Book chapter 8. So the homework we're going to do now, and the good thing about these last 3 chapters, it's not like some of these other ones where it was a whole bunch of work. The homework is just going to simply be the bank reconciliation. So we're going to come over here. Hopefully everybody by now knows how to do it. And if you haven't taken your exam, there's definitely questions on your bank reconciliation, a few of them. You go to view register when you get to checking, and there'll be a green reconcile button that you're going to click. And at this point, we should all know what we're doing. It doesn't go over any of the instructions really anymore, because you should know how to do this. So you're going to come over here, and you're going to put the ending balance from your bank statement, which I'm looking at it so I can tell you what it is. It's 48975.20. And then you're going to put the ending date for the last day of January. And then we always use that same date for the $20 bank charge, which will automatically always have the 603 there. No interest accrued. And then we're just going to come over here and check that everything cleared, and you should have a 0. And if you have a 0, you go finish now. So you have to save this. So the way you save it, and this is actually a text question as well if you haven't taken the test, is you go to history by account. I know someone said, oh, the link that's on the top right, I accepted that. You come down, don't ignore mine because I have so many. I've done this class so many times and just haven't went in to erase them. You find that report and you go to view report, and you're going to save that reconciliation by coming up here, and instead of printing, you'll go save as PDF. There'll be an option here that says save as PDF. And so you'll save it, and what will you save it as? You're going to save it as, what does they tell us to save it as? You're going to save it as exercise 1-2 underscore reconciliation report. And you're going to save it because you're going to have to send this along with the chapter 7 homework, right? So this one, along with that vocabulary assignment from last class, would be what you'd be handing in as your project for week 4. So I'm going to end this recording now, and we only have 2 more chapters to go. Chapter 9 is February, and chapter 10 is March. And in March, we'll pay our sales tax payable, and we will do adjusting entries. And then I probably will end you with a few hints on, if you are going to want to pursue certification beyond this class, like what things you should be doing before you're ready to take the exam. All right, thank you.